Good morning, Russell Elementary. This is Bulldog News for Wednesday, March 4th, 2020. My name is Alexis.
And I'm Bailey.
Please stand for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Today's news and Bulldog events. Third grade goes to Maple Farm today. Thursday is Pajama or Sweatpants Day to celebrate Dr. Seuss. Remember to be prepared every day, act responsibly, keep safe, and respect others.
Lost and found. Here are the lost and found items that we have. We have a pair of black gloves with pink on the fingertips. We have a navy blue glove. We have a dark blue jacket which has yellow on the inside of the hood. We have like a pinkish red thing.
Sweater.
We have a blue hoodie with like a whole bunch of different types of blues on the sleeves. A navy blue hoodie. A green scrunchie. An earring. And a tennis ball. Put your name or initials on your items so if they get lost, they can be returned to you.
Lunch today will be nacho grande, or yogurt, and cheese, or chicken nuggets, tossed salad, strawberry applesauce, corn, and milk.
Thursday's breakfast will be sausage, biscuit, cereal, peach cup, orange, pineapple juice, and milk.
Today's weather will have rain and snow. Showers, high of 4 to 6.
Wellness Wednesday. Here's Miss Pratt for Wellness Wednesday.
Good morning and welcome back to Wellness Wednesday. Today I'm going to touch on a few subjects. We closed out our Kids Heart Challenge fundraiser. I've mailed all of the paperwork in, I've sent all our checks in, and I am pleased to report that we raised over $2,600. So that means we exceeded our goal by $600. So again, what a great effort. Those of you who have thank you gifts coming, t-shirts, etc., and the prizes the levels that you will be awarded will be coming in the next 2 weeks. And as soon as they arrive, I'll get them distributed to you immediately. And our top fundraiser was Hunter Palmer in kindergarten. Congratulations, Hunter. Hunter raised $500 for the American Heart Association, and that association does great work. In fact, it is one of the charities that Nurse Melanie contributes to regularly because of the great work that they do for kids and adults alike. So way to go, Hunter. We'll be recognizing him in an upcoming roundup. He'll be receiving a special certificate as well as a medal. So that's it. We're closing out our Kids Heart Challenge. We're still working on our Play Hard, Live Clean. While we had our 2 snow days last week, the month of February ended and now we're into March. And therefore we have moved on to the next challenge, which is 10 days of 2 hours or less screen time outside of school. And this one should be a pretty easy one to do. That means that when you go home in the evening, you're not going to be on any type of screen more than 2 hours. So that should be a pretty easily accomplished. Now, some of you have already completed all the challenges, which is fine, but if you're doing them one at a time, drop down to the bottom and start working on your screen time. We're saving the last one, 10 days of physical activity for 60 minutes for next month, April, because weather's going to start getting nicer, practices will start picking back up, and it'll just be easier for us to get out and get that extra little bit of exercise. And don't forget, this isn't extra. This is 60 minutes for the day. So if you have phys ed that day and you got to recess, you can almost accomplish your 60 minutes. And your teacher can sign off on your exercise. So remember, when we get to April, you can clock in that time pretty easily. I just want to recognize a couple kids that I noticed in the last lunch shift last week making really healthy choices. I saw Jackson Rayleigh was eating some grapes that were packed in his lunch, and they're a great superfood to eat. Tasha Miller was drinking low-fat white milk, and I saw Danny Greaser eating the orange off of his bought lunch from the cafeteria, which is great because too many times I see those apples and those oranges going into the trash untouched. So way to go, Danny, for eating your orange. Next thing I'm on to is that we have had some flu activity in recent weeks here in our area. In fact, we've actually had a little bit of severe flu activity. It still has been downgraded to high. We're still having high risk for flu activity. So I just wanted to once again remind you to wash your hands, to try not to touch your T-zone, your eyes, nose, and mouth, to use hand sanitizer when you can't wash, and to remember that you need to wet them, soak them, scrub them, rinse them, and dry them in order to properly wash your hands. Too many times I see kids wet their hands, get the soap, and hold it under the water. And when the soap goes right out of their hands and down the drain, where it does no germ fighting. These are just a few things that you can do to help prevent getting sick, or in some cases, if you've already had the flu, become ill again with some other virus. That leads me to the last topic I want to touch on today, and that is sleep. This Sunday, we have a time change. Daylight savings time begins. So we spring forward an hour, which means we're going to lose an hour of sleep. Sleep is really, really super important, and they study the subject of sleep so much. And there are a few things that I can tell you as a takeaway from all the many studies that have been conducted. Is we do know sleep is essential for letting the brain and body reset and recharge. While you sleep, you're storing and wiping information, encoding memories, regenerating cells, and regulating complex systems like your metabolism and immune system. Needless to say, you need sleep, and probably more of it than you already get. Let me say that again. It helps regulate complex systems like your metabolism and immune system. And our immune system is responsible for fighting infection, which we need when we're in the midst of flu season especially, but all the time. So it can affect a lot of things in your body if you're not getting proper sleep, including your ability to concentrate and learn. Just to remind you, preschoolers age 3 to 5 need 10 to 13 hours of sleep. That means if you have to get up at 6 in the morning, you need to be going to bed about 7:30. School-age children, which most of you are, 6 to 13, 9 to 11 hours. That's a lot of sleep. You need to have a bedtime routine. You need to calm down before you go to bed. You need to not have any screen time 45 minutes before going to bed. You need quiet time. You need to relax, maybe read a book, have your bath, do whatever you do, get into a sleep routine. Too many times I see kids who are unable to work, unable to learn, or sleeping in class, or just grumpy, and it's because you're not getting enough sleep. So think about that, especially when we're turning the clocks ahead next weekend. That's it. I'll see you next week.
Quote of the day: never let the fear of striking out keep you from playing the game. Babe Ruth.
Tune in Thursday for more Bulldog news. Bye.